DeSantis.
All right.
Well, thanks, Mario, and it was a pleasure serving with you. I saw Ileana is here. Where's Ileana? We used to work together as well. And you always knew when there was fights for freedom, the people in South Florida were always going to be on the side of those seeking to fight authoritarian regimes and to fight Marxism and Leninism. And we're here at with the Bay of Pigs veterans. 60 years ago, 6 decades, they knew what was at stake, and they put their lives on the line to be able to have a free Cuba. They understood what a Marxist dictatorship would mean, and it's meant exactly what they understood: decades of repression and misery that has dominated that island. We are now in a situation, maybe for the first time since then, where you have a real shot to have a change, to have freedom sweep the island. You have people who are being very brave that are out on the street knowing the risks that they're facing. And we have had many of these people have disappeared. We don't know where they've gone. The regime is absolutely cracking down. And so these are times where people who support freedom need to stand together, and we need to stand with the people of Cuba. A free Cuba would be in the interest of the United States of America. I mean, if you want influence of the Communist Party of China in the Western Hemisphere and Russia, then support the regime in Havana, because they want every nefarious influence around the world comes through there. If you want no Chinese influence, you don't want Russian influence, then you should want a free Cuba. If you want to have a good Western Hemisphere and not have all these problems in places like Venezuela and Nicaragua, then you should want to see a change in the regime in Havana, because Havana has for decades spawned all kinds of disruptions and oppression throughout the Western Hemisphere. So we have an opportunity as a country. Certainly the state of Florida stands unequivocally with the people of Cuba. We have an opportunity, though, to make a difference. And it requires leadership from the White House. It requires the president to show and take tangible steps to stand with the people of Cuba. Don't do things that are going to bolster the regime. Don't do remittances. Don't help Venezuela. Don't do any of those things. Stand with these freedom fighters. I called immediately for internet to be restored, that have the United States take the lead. That has not happened yet. There's a bunch of different ways where that could possibly be happen. And what I've told people is, look, if the U.S. government won't do it, if we can do it in Florida, if there's a company that will do it, we'll work to do it. I mean, this is really, really important, and really is a no-brainer for something that we should want to see. So I thank everybody who's been in this fight. I think this morning we had a couple different events and heard some really heartbreaking stories about what is happening over there. And now's the time to be able to stand up. So I want to thank the House of Representatives member, Leader McCarthy, all the other representatives for coming down here and listening firsthand. I think they were already on the same page anyways, but I think their resolve is probably going to be strengthened now hearing some of the powerful stories. And so this is an important moment. This is a critical time. We need leadership, and we need it now. Thank you.
Thank you.